if you look at Sonny's knife, this is my opinion, obviously, right? And I'm not a knife person, but I'll give an example. Most of Sonny's knife has a return. This part. Most of Sonny's knives have that. Like any one of this stuff that he does has a return. And to me, that had the personality of the ankla being one of them. The laogang portion in some arts they call it that way, so that you have that the structure coming in. But if you look at all these knives, they have a return, and then you can align other structures with it. Right? That to me that was cuerdas in my head, right? So because of the pulling, the ancla, and all the fulcrums come from there, all the other stuff come in. But if you look at most of these knives, they have a return. I don't know what you call that, Jason. What would you call that? I'm calling it a
The bird's head at the back?
yeah.
I can't see because I'm blocked out here.
This part.
Which part? Yeah, that would be a bird's head or rear hook. Yeah, yeah,
If you look at most of these knives, they have some kind of bird's head,
yeah.
and to me, I associate that with the ancla. And wait till Jason get into that part of the art, but that part and then the lagang portion or this portion part, right? To me, that was all part of the cuerdas in my head, the cordon cuerdas, right? And to me, the return was really the most. As you were talking, Jason, that's what I was picturing. That's what I was feeling in my hand when you showed that knife, and I got that return, so that you can do other stuff with it, right? So anyway, so definitely that bird's head. I'm sure all the knives have those some kind of stuff, but that's what I relate to Sonny's knives when I see them, because they always have that cuerdas portion of it, and the retraction of it, right? So just to add to what Jason is saying, it does influence. That cuerdas is in all of his art, in all of his movement, whether the cordon cuerdas, right? That part of it, the ancla portion of it, everything is kind of
Hmm.
rise to his art.
And for
Uh,
folks who aren't really familiar with the vocabulary, cordon and cordas, do you want to explain it?
it
Then also ancla.
um, those are just power generations terminology. Ancla being, well, that's another portion of it that Jason will touch into. But the cuerdas is just the retraction of it, right? Whether it's coming back, but cordon is going forward, cuerdas is coming back, and in the pendulum it would be forward stepping and then backward stepping. In the sikaran, it would be the same thing. It would be forward and then coming back, right?
Hmm.
So all those things are all the same, applied in different avenues, and it's basically a yin yang version of in the eskrima terminology, yin and yang, right? Forward and then the retraction, positive, negative kind of stuff, right? It's universal in all arts, but in Sonny's art, he coined it as cordon, forward, and cordas, coming back. But he had a different version. He had a small circle part of it, and that's all comes. Everything comes together, right? But he had the cordas portion in all of those things that he did. And in fact, if you look at the draw for for Jason, that is all part of what Jason picked. I'm saying Jason picked up, but that we all got from Sonny. But if you ever see Jason draw, it's like, yeah, yeah, that's an influence, right? So, do you agree, Jason?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. But
Um,
that
I,
quick,
I,
go ahead,
the,
Jason.
I know you said all the arts have that. I feel, and whatever, from what I've seen, I feel like Sonny's how he expanded on the cordon cordas was far greater, and not the influence, the importance of it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
right, was far, even, I mean, for sticks too, and you've got
Yeah,
you get all those crazy angles, but also where the power generation on small knives, being able to make it count and actually do something, that stuff becomes so important. And one of the hardest things to get down. And yeah, there's the mindset of just, this kind of thing. But if you can stop something before it starts, and also the speed and the deception that it puts out there, because having something retract faster than it goes out,
Yeah.
you're chasing ghosts trying to keep up with what's going on.
Right.
And it's all part of, in my opinion, like part of the deception is that's where you can get some of that speed, and that elusiveness is all part of that. And so that was for me a huge part of my focus, but also as far as like, building stuff goes, that was a huge part of how I built things based off that.
Yeah.